I just got back from a 2-hour drive to southern Maine where I went and bought a beautiful enclosed trailer. And there you go. Thank you. We're gonna build a beautiful glamper camper. I was only looking out this morning on Facebook Marketplace when I found this one.
The guy who sold it to me took really good care of it. He used it for moving snowmobiles, but he wanted to be able to fit more snowmobiles, so he needed a bigger trailer. We're gonna modify it and make it look like this, add some ice fishing holes, and make it really plush and nice inside for all of our adventures, maybe even putting the boat on the roof with a crane.
All right, well, maybe not a full-size boat like my Trekker on the roof, but I have seen this cool thing where somebody took a sunfish and they turned it into like a 2 to 1 man lightweight inshore skiff that would just be super fun. And I could probably get that up there and make it a super light storage unit for the top of there and be able to pop it back off with a mini crane of some sort. Could be the ultimate. Let me show you the inside. It's so hard to find them with the door on the driver's side. I'm so stoked. That was like my first big thing. Usually they're on the curb side, so when you pull up to a job and you're curbside, you can get out there. It's 14 foot by 7, which was another big thing. Most trailers are 6 foot, so sleeping wise, I can fit in here if I put a bunk this way. I'm thinking initially some sort of either 2 couches that fold down and creates a big thing, ice fishing holes in the middle.
This is what Core puts in their ice fishing shacks and campers, and there's even a bunk that comes down from the ceiling, making 2 pretty good sized sleeping spaces.
This comes down, we'll open that in a sec, and I can bring in the snow dog and the sleds, go on an ice fishing adventure. Big sight fishing hole in the center here. The axle is just a little bit back so we can have the bows on the wall. We'll go to is it Minnesota or Milwaukee? One of those places you can bow fish for pike, and I really want to do that through the ice and be able to bank some fish, boom, or with the crossbow. And then up forward here, we'll have like our galley area. Most of my cabinets and shelves will all be on the upper parts of the wall. That way the floor can stay open for as many ice fishing holes and stuff like that. Let's go down. I haven't opened the back door yet. Let's try that. And the whole trailer is aluminum. Like, there's tons of steel trailers out there and I could have got one for a lot less, but the aluminum trailer means it's literally, I picked it up before I hitched it. It's light enough I can lift it. I mean, we haven't put stuff in it yet. It was light enough. So that'll mean lighter, better for especially our thin main ice these days. I haven't tried opening it yet. Seems good. I saw that they're missing one of the cables in the springs. I don't know if that's a thing, but Joe used to work for a garage door company, so maybe if it needs it, I don't know if there was one, but it looks like there could have been another spring here, and there was the latch there, so maybe I need to put another door spring. So now I could drive the snow dog, drag the e-bike in here, make a screen for this or something, or even a tent thing that pops out so that we'd be able to increase our space if we wanted to during the summertime. The other thing too is the glamper camper was getting kind of small, and it's like the girls are getting older, and I want them to come on adventures with me and be excited about it, but they're excited about a bigger space and a bigger camper. And the walls, they are paneled but not insulated, but these are screws, so I could pop these off all individually, spray foam the walls. He did the ceiling himself, he said, which is just paneling, plastic like shower paneling. So I think if we pop all that stuff down 1 piece or 2 pieces at a time, spray foam an area, pop it back up so we don't misalign things. Kitchen here, cabinets up there. I'm not 100% on where I want everything to go because I did just buy this like 2 hours ago, and I think maybe the best way to do this and figure out exactly where everything's gonna go in here is if I just load it up, you know, grab the e-bike, bring this in, a kayak, and a folding table. Our Jackery, our sponsor for today's video, this was going to be powering this whole adventure. Some solar panels from Jackery on the roof, and one of the Jackery power packs, so we can have all the amenities, be all nice and cozy in here. And load it all up and go and live in it, and then it'll give me a better idea and feeling for it as to where to put things and what to do things. If you have any clever ideas as you're looking at this, leave it in the comments below. Help me out. What do we do? What do we do to make this the coolest adventure camper slash toy hauler slash everything that we could possibly think of? I'm gonna get some stuff and we'll go have an adventure.
couple years back, I stayed at this other ice fishing shack. It was kind of really cool and got me all excited about having an ice shack, and I had all these dreams and delusions of grandeur. I was gonna make this flip-up ice shack that telescoped out and had a power pack in there instead of a generator and made it all super comfortable. And now that it's been a little bit of time, I kind of want something that can just like move across the ice, be where it is, and then if you really want to pick up stakes and move along, then you can do so easily. But at the same time, I kind of want something that's 4 seasons. We're working with Jackery this year, and we're going to try to build a 4 seasons camper, ice shack, adventure, Fowler's, Makery, and Mischief mobile. And right now my ideas are somewhere in the 18 to 20 foot range with a fold down back so the snow dog can slide into it, kind of like what you would see for a closed in utility trailer. The next step is to find a trailer or a company that wants to work with us. Inside of the back we'd have 2 fold down couches that could become a bed area with a table area during the daytime. At the front of the Glamper Camper 4 Seasons Ice Shack, well, that's a mouthful, would be our kitchen area. So Jackery has a ton of power packs, from the tiny little Explorer 100 Plus to the Explorer 2000 Plus with expanded battery packs like we use to build the entire tiny house with. But we may be off grid for quite a while and we need a lot of power. So I think for this one, we're going to go with the Explorer 5000 Plus. This will give us a ton of power, plus expanded battery packs. This will ensure when we're in really wintry places and we're not getting any sun for multiple days, that we still have the power to keep our adventure going. Next to that will be some sort of a water storage we can refill from water, either from a hole in the ice or a stream or a river when we go by it, or a hose. This won't be drinking water directly. Some of the water will have to be pumped up to an upper unit where there's a filtration system, and it'll have a gravity fed drinking water. As far as the cooking goes, I'm going to go with just a small induction plate like I have at the tiny house. It runs off the Jackery and it's super efficient, and I love cooking on those. As far as the oven stuff goes, maybe I can mount a pellet smoker grill thing to the outside of the trailer somewhere. The rest of the floor plan is going to stay really open, one for ice fishing season, so I can put a lot of holes in, even putting a really awesome big sight fishing hole in the center of it. And then during the summertime, when all that stuff is closed up for the different type of adventure like Georgia Bushcraft, being able to store stuff in the back and put a cargo net and divide off that back area, but still being able to camp in it in hammocks when we're like cruising down for a long trip to the southern states, or a couple of UTVs or 4-wheelers for some North Woods adventures. To keep it as versatile and changeable as possible, the only cabinets that will be on the floor will actually be the front kitchen cabinets. The rest of them will all be up high so that we have as much floor space as possible to move around, fill it with storage, fill it with people, fill it with hammocks, maybe even adding an upper bunk bed at the back that can come up and down. But don't worry, if you're thinking, he's getting soft, he's got these fancy power packs and he's building himself a camper, we're going to get out there and do some crazy stuff this year. We're taking the pirate ship to the ocean, and who knows what else we'll get up to. So check out that link in the description below, or go to jackery.com, figure out what power pack might best power your next adventure.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
So that was the accumulation of all my ideas over the last couple of years and all that I wanted to do to this new one, minus the fact that I realized that I don't need the 5000 Jackery power pack for this. The 3000 is going to be more than enough with the solar panels, and if I rig it up to be able to charge from the truck while I'm going down the road, then I'll be styling and she'll be full, have tons of power, even up to the capability like you saw of me building a whole tiny house with it. You know, I could pull up and build another house with the power that's coming from the new adventure camper here. And then the other thing is, we decided, since Jackery was sponsoring the whole series, I would just buy one off of Facebook Marketplace. I did look at buying a really cheap trailer, like a $500 trailer, so it makes it like story-wise like anybody could do it. The problem with that is everybody jumps on them, then everything else is kind of garbage. I wanted something that was forever, and the aluminum frame was very important to me. As I thought about it, like, I want to be able to go on the ice, I need it to be as light as possible, so I'm really going to do a good job of this. Let's go test it out and see if there's some new ideas that I can come up with. It has been a long time since I stayed at an actual campground, and this is interesting. I'm getting like any inner city redneck backwoods vibes from the whole thing. It's pretty cool. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. Question is, can I fit through here with this trailer? I'm looking back and like, yikes. It's a squeeze. You gonna make it? It's got tall sides, unlike the Glamper. Trying to get down into this spot. Looks like we're making it. We're making it. We're making it work. Like they're pretty close to the trees right there. I have an idea for this so I can see what I'm doing backing in, because I am not, I've never had to back in a big trailer like this. So, big boats, but you can always look out the back window and you can't see anything when you look out the back window. I got an idea. Took my Insta360 right there, and now I can see if I can get it to stay connected to my phone all the way up forward. I got a rear view camera. Oh yeah, she's connected. Connected, and pan it around, and now I can see, look at that, I can see down at the bottom. I can look, I can see at the woods, and I know that that's my front corner. Look at the trees. Now I just gotta try to drive it in there. The trick is to use the mirrors and everything else as well. All right, she's working. Total genius. Insta360 instant backup camera. I think that looks good. I think that's it. All right, I was able to use the Insta360 to back up. I think we nailed it exactly where I wanted to be. That even looks pretty darn flat. Can't argue with that. Here we are, we got the lake. What a beautiful little lake. Let's get unpacked a little bit and set up, and then we can go out there. We can drag the kayak down somewhere. I'll just toss it off the edge right here. I was spotted. I was spotted. Some of my signed cards. They got a little dimpled up. I just signed them earlier when I was at a show and stuff. So there you go with the stuff there. Let's get out. Somebody, I just turned around and saw that. Somebody left me a slingshot target. A unicorn ducky. I love this thing. This is so cool. And it's so not buggy right here. Whoa! Talk about, look at that. I mean, I wish I could take credit. Oh, it hits the, I thought I was gonna say it's perfect. It was almost perfect until the bench. There we go. Ugh. This is a mess. Need to build some rod racks in here for sure. Cover the ceiling in rod racks, and maybe a skylight would be nice. I need to clean out the boat because she's filthy. I'm starting to think that something smelt like something is hemorrhaging, like one of their tanks or their breather or whatever for their campers. But I'm thinking it's actually the boat. It smells like chipmunk pee. Let that dry out and set up the kitchen before we go out. Got some light. Hey, we got light. Oh, she doesn't reach. Fortunately, doesn't matter if it doesn't reach, because Jackeries are light and portable wherever you go. Put them on the table, use them wherever you want. This one's a 3000 home power. It can run a table saw. I built almost the entire tiny house with this one. And then we switched to the 2000 with the expanded battery packs. So no matter how big or how small, shameless plug, Jackery for your adventures. Just saying. Wednesday night must be karaoke night here. Alright, we're set up. We got power. We got the lights hooked up to it. We got our induction plate to cook something fancy. And we got our food. So, I mean, I got hot dogs if I need to. Let's see, I think the cot will probably go right here because it is a slight, I did have a slight downhill here. We're gonna need some sort of an on all four corners jacks. for leveling. So when you pull up, you can put feet down and this corner down or that corner up, whatever, until it's all level. I'm trying to get in on the karaoke. Oh, it's because the babies are over here. I'm separating them. Look at that. There's my dinner right there, swimming around. Get the slingshot out. Well, we still got like an hour of light. Let's go catch a fish. And then we can come back and play around inside because we got lights. Look, there's even lights on the outside facing the ramp right here. So we can have the lights to be able to get in and out with stuff in the evening. I don't know what I want more. A bed that comes down and is up out of the way. Or maybe both. Couches that fold up so you can bring the snowmobile or snow dog like I have into here, and then you bring that out onto the ice, close it back up, stay warm, bring your couches down, open up your ice fishing holes, maybe a couple of windows and some sort of a flat screen somewhere, like not necessarily so I can watch TV in here, but we'll have a Netflix and stuff like that, but when we're with the kids. But when the kids aren't here, I'll be able to put my fish finders, connect them to the big screen, so that could be down here. I don't have to stare at it. I can have that up here with the aqua view, the panoptics around to shine around. Be like, oh, fish coming in. Boom. Run over to that hole. Boom. Boom. Slap it up on the counter in the kitchen. Cook. And we got dinner. Stuff like that. But if we're going to have dinner, we got to get our tackle box and head out there. Alright, gotta fix my seat. The littles were in here. Sparrow and Abby. There we go. It's been hot last couple days. This is nice. So nice out here on the water. At least when it's hot everywhere else. If you go to the water, it's always like 10 degrees cooler. In the ocean the other day, the girls and I went when it was like 100, you know, and I think it was like 110 in Walmart's parking lot. And when we grabbed our little food stacks and stuff for our trip, we went out with the boat and got some crabs and stuff. And if I don't catch any fish tonight, or one worth keeping, I'll be having the crab for dinner. To be back on the water in the kayak, just the simple life. Sometimes I get too carried away, you know, catching fish, and then I gotta print them, and then I gotta turn them into sushi. And something still really stinks in here. About to lose our full sun. Let's try right here around this point. I'm gonna try some top water right here. Into these grasses on the throw a little top water frog on one of these quick clips. I've been liking these little quick clips. They're super duper tiny, some of them, and some are bigger for like the ocean stuff. Pete turned me on to these in Nantucket. Let's see if that can do something. There's a tree. Oh man. I figured out what smells so bad. It's the water that was inside of that. The chipmunks have been using that as their toilet or something. That's nasty. That's... I can't even use this rod. The back ones didn't smell. The rods got wet back there. It's just that one rod holder, that forward facing one, just reeks. Let's try one of the wigglers. Fish on. Oh. Oh, white perch. White perch. Yeehaw. Beautiful white perch. Let's see if we can't upgrade. See you later, buddy. More white perch. I would make a fish taco with 2 of those, but I get crab.
Whoops, I forgot to turn the mic back on after I got back from my trip, so we're gonna have to voice over it. We got lights, and it's about 9 o'clock. There's a vent here on the side, and that's another one over here on the front. Kind of like air comes in as the trailer's going down the road, and a little bit of air comes out at the back of the trailer. But we're gonna actually take and drill that and rip it off of here, even though it's perfectly nice and there's nothing wrong with it. Just need to do something creative. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna add the AC right here because it is still really warm inside the trailer, even though the night is cooled off mostly. It was a balmy, almost 90 degrees today, so we'll put the zero breeze right here and run the cold air in from the zero breeze to bring the temperature down in the place. I got myself a little bit of duct tape here, and we're just gonna put a little bit of duct tape on that. Okay, maybe we're gonna put a lot of duct tape on that. And there we go, we got some nice cold air coming in from the inside, and we're ready to do some cooking. As always, I brought a ton of stuff with me. I'm only overnight, but I got enough provisions for like a month right here. I think I'm gonna go with some buns. Maybe I'll have the buns with something else. How about some of these cheddar wurst here? The jalapeno cheddar wurst, that'll do. It's no fun to eat a bun plain. And we'll put some kimchi on it. Maybe some crab. Tomorrow we'll do the crab. And we'll toast them up in some of this garlic herb butter. And maybe a little, there we go, got it. Some jalapeno ketchup as well. And while we're waiting for those to cook, maybe we'll just throw back one of these polar seltzers, a little vanilla orange cream. That's good. Yep. Put the pan on, turn it on, that makes it work better, and maybe rub my fishy finger all over the pan. I don't know why. Grey Poupon. You guys ever seen those Grey Poupon ads? As teenagers, we used to drive around and be like, hey, you got any Grey Poupon? And we'd keep some of these in the back window. I don't know, it's a teenager thing. Alright, let's put some butter in the pan very awkwardly because I am holding the camera in the other hand. And then we'll put the buns in and toast those up with the herb butter. That's gonna be extra good. And maybe we'll just have one dog because I put on a little weight this winter. I'm trying to get smaller, not big. Slow, suspicious stare at the far corner of the room. Maybe I dropped my pocket? Nope, guess not. But I am so happy with this. It's so spacious and so wide. And like all the space. What am I gonna do with it all? I'm probably gonna put stuff over there. And then more stuff coming down. And more stuff right here. And then stuff on top of stuff. Layers of stuff. Tons and layers and layers of stuff. Stuff there. It's gonna be full of stuff. Like all the stuff that I could want to stuff it with. All the way back. Oops. Forgot to turn the mic on. Whatever. I probably figured something else during the edit. How to voice it over. Or have somebody else voice it over. Alright. I don't think we brought utensil-y things. Inside of the plastic stuff. No spatula. Get it in there. Kimchi. A little bit of mustard. Started with that. Mustard on the bun. Habanero ketchup. Haha, that easy. It's gonna be a bit messy probably. Lord, thank you for the food. Thank you for the new trailer and the adventures to come. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, I am super stoked. Like, so many neat things I want to do. And this is definitely a level up. I will miss the little glamper camper, but at the same time, I won't be missing it too much. Once this is all, even when it's not decked out, this just feels so nice having all this space. And it's not going to take me long to deck it out with some uniqueness. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we're selling the Glamper camper. That's why I'm going to be missing it. It's going to go to whoever wants it, and you can get it by going to our fowlers.shop or the link in the description below and check out the listing for the Glamper camper. We're having a little bit of an auction. We're going to start it at $5,000. This Glamper camper comes with everything you need for glamping, ice fishing, summer camping, trailering, sledding it out onto the ice. It's got a Jackery 2000 power pack. It's got a diesel heater. And it's got the Mark II Zero Breeze air conditioner. So you are all set for 4 seasons. Use your Jackery Power Pack, our sponsor for this video, to power your adventures just like I did. The very same one, in fact, that we powered our adventures with this winter. Don't miss out on this opportunity to own an iconic piece of YouTube history. Remember, if you purchase it, you're going to have to come and get it. I may be willing to meet you halfway, depending on where you're coming from, but I'm only willing to go as much as maybe a 6-hour day to deliver it to you in person, with a ridiculous $10,000 worth of labor put into it, and then materials on top of that, and a Jackery power pack in it, and all the other gadgets that are still in there. This is a steal at $5,000, and you'd still be getting a hell of a bargain if the auction ends at anything less than $10,000.
I'm gonna make up my cot and go to bed so I can get up early and have some more adventure. I tell you, good help is hard to find. Kind of a slob. Leaves all their stuff around. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Blue bag from the e-bike adventure. Cheapest of cheap, but it's so comfy because it's big. Like, unless I want to stay warm, I really like the cheap, big, junky sleeping bag. But like, I mean, it's basically just like a bed quilt that they put a zipper on so it sews in half. Turn that light out. Turn that light out. Leave that on for a minute. Must everything in our life plug in. Hey, look at that. We got a Jackery for this side of the room too. The cute and ever tiny. Fits in the palm of your hands. Not the smallest one they make, but the, what is this one? The 300 Explorer. This will give me, actually I don't have to plug that in there. I don't have to plug it in with a power block because this Jackery comes, shameless plug, comes with a USB-C and a USB. So now I can charge my watch, and then I can charge my phone, and wait, it gets better. I'm completely spoiled. I can have my fan, which I don't like to sleep without a fan. I mean, I can, like I do. Got the AC coming in from over there. It feels super cold in here. A little fan blowing on me. 4:30, we'll get up and get on some more adventure. See you guys in the morning. Maybe this seems weird to you, but whenever I'm out doing adventures, maybe it's because the camera's going. I just empty my pockets and I sleep in my clothes. Do you guys do that when you're out camping? Or do you get like, right, take all your stuff up? Probably take less time if I just took my pants off and climbed in my bag because I got so much junk in my pockets. 1, 2, 3, 9 things. Oh, one bug did make it in. This one's the executor, it really does. Like that. That's what it does. Alright. Enough goofing around. See you in the morning.
3 hours later.
Round one, fight! Sonic boom! You lose!
On the road again, on the road again. Out on my new electric, the X-Peak Mark II. The newer version of the other mountain bike they sent me. She is sweet. My all-time favorite now. Gonna head into Damascata and see if we can't get on some striper this morning. Coming up the river, and if we find the right spot, and it's gonna be kind of dead low, or coming to about that, but I've been hearing other people have been hitting them pretty good at dead low under bridges and stuff. So maybe they'll be returning from heading up the river, we can catch a nice big striper. E-bike survival challenge, our first meal there at the pizza place, and cruising into Damascata. Yeehaw! And here's the bridge. Let's see what it looks like. Whoa! Got some turbulent water. That's a good sign. So maybe right there, sometimes schooling back, hanging out for a second, moving up. Boy, it's gonna be a pain in the neck trying to land something though, get down to it. I'm gonna try a white bucktail, a little bit of bloodworm. One of those nasty little fellas. There, see if that does something. Look at these little fellas, stuck here until the tide comes back in. Horseshoe crabs. Got a mom and baby. There, at least you're in some moist seaweed, guys. That must feel better. Ooh, look at that. Big old oysters. A couple of them. Nice one. We gotta go get our tags for that. I don't think it's oyster season though right now. It might be out of season. Well, that's a stinker. We didn't catch one. I got slammed really hard that first time I put that bloodworm on, and got stripped and nothing. And then just tried again and again, not another single bite. But I did bump into an old man that swung by, and he said that you got, as soon as that sun hits the water, the bite tends to turn off right there. So I just got to get up earlier. 4:30 was not early enough. Got to be down there. Fishing turns off about 4:30 according to him. Just gonna have to go to bed sooner. Let's pedal back and get up to some adventures there at the lake. Quick stop at Rising Tide. I've been craving some sprouts or something. And maybe little rolls or something for a crab breakfast sandwich. I'm so hungry. Ooh, sunflower sprouts. These are the best. Small golden beet. Middle East pita. Oh my goodness. That looks amazing. Oh my goodness. That pita is so good. It's gonna be better when we get back and make it into a sandwich with that crab.
somebody didn't clean up after their dinner. I tell you, good help is hard to find. I love this. This is so cool. Like being able to drop the back like that. And I think I might have just came up with my first innovation for this will be a little bit unlike anybody else's. So I built the galley, but what if part of the galley could come out, right? Instead of being stuck in here, I mean, the whole point of having this big opens right up, I could put a galley station at the back and then utilize that differently up there, but it's a triangular shape, so it would be hard to utilize it for much else besides a galley as efficiently as possible. Towards the back, it would take up space and it would block bringing things in. If I wanted to have 2 kayaks, a bigger boat, a big 4-wheeler, a side-by-side, things like that. What if I just made a piece of the galley that came out of there, had bigger wheels on it, boom, you flip a lever, the wheels come down, it swings out, and then you reel it out like a grill cart, set it out here, and you have a little table, flip up sides, additional flip up sides to increase your space, looking out at the world. Even when I'm ice fishing, if it's nice out, and I open up my thing and drag it out, and I'm out on the ice cooking for everybody because it's a warm winter day, yeehaw. I think I just came up with something awesome. Alright, first things first, steam our golden beet. Slice her up. While that's cooking, we'll break down our crab. I'm not going to do it in here though, do it out on the picnic table. So, I'm going to make sure my plate doesn't fly off. Duct tape. Should be enough. I'm gonna get as much of the liquid out as possible. There we go. Now we just need our binders and seasonings. Gonna go with some Ace's First Cast on that. That'll add some great flavor. A little sweet, goes with the crab. Kind of a Cajun-y thing. Really good. Mayo. And some red onion. I'll put some of that in there. Super fine because we're going for flavor. Get all that flavor all worked in together. There we go. Herb butter. I think I'm gonna go all the way through. And I could toast it like an English muffin. Oh, this is so good. Cool the pan off. While that's cooking, let's go shoot the slingshot. Tie a little string around it so we don't lose it. Oh no, don't shoot me! Put him right there, and I'll go up there by the trailer. I think it's about 45 feet. Alright, we'll go after it with the Hornet and one of my little Chimera pouches. Let's see. How many shots? Just over his head. Two shots. That's awesome. I was kind of hoping it would provide more of a challenge. Well, I got the string tied. Don't put him back up again. Actually, I better check my food. Oh, I don't think I got it to bind. Nope, I didn't. Oh well. I should have had an egg. more mayo. Our crab on there. Oh yeah. Hey, flip. That on there. Sprouts. Only thing it's missing is like a little olive oil spray. Would be great, you know. And we got that, our beets, and our sandwich. Let's go. This is a lot of food. Oh yeah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Yeehaw. Well, we didn't catch a striper. I have to say I'm a little disappointed. The slot limit being only 3 inches this year, I thought for sure, you know, I most likely wouldn't catch a keeper, but at least have a good fight. We'll just have to get back out there again. It's just the beginning of the season for that. Oh, so good. Oh, golden beets. Mmm. That crab and the pita. Amazing. Oh, that's the breakfast of champions. Right there. I can't wait for the girls to see this and take them out. They're gonna love this. I think I will, before I go out with them, at least remove the interior extra chafe guard stuff that they put down for the snowmobile, the track whatever stuff, and then try to make some initial galley pieces and have some sort of drawers, even if it's just like stick some stuff in there for now, like an old bureau, and use that for drawers. We got a couple small adventures that we're gonna go do, and then we're gonna do, I think, Lord willing, floods don't rise, Waterworld, the ocean, 7 days at sea, and not just like sitting around. We went out to sea once with the pirate ship. It did good, and as long as I travel in the morning from one place to the next, and I can pull into a coves and harbor areas and be fine, and have the kayak with me for some more striper fishing, really get on it, start in Rockport and maybe head all the way down to Harpswell, coming into Friendship and some of these other great places. Tuna has been coming in even, so sky's the limit. We could get up to anything. Bluefish, striper, the lobsters out of the traps, and you never know what we can get up to. Definitely gonna catch some crazier fish as we go along, maybe some sharks and even some cunner. Like, I didn't even know a lot of this stuff was here in Maine until like a couple years back, going out with Brody. I think I'm gonna call it, head home, and start working on laying out some plans for this. And then once I'm back from the 7-day water world and we're editing that, I'll be able to go full ham on this and really start breaking it down, building, insulating, putting holes in the floor for bow fishing and all kinds of cool stuff. And that way when Waterworld is done, it'll be coming around the corner to late fall, camping with this, and then taking her out to the ice and stuff like that. Full circle. So if you guys have some ideas, please do. Leave it in the comments below. If you've seen anything unique, stuff like that, share a link with us, or let me know an idea so I can Google it and look it up and find out exactly, you know, some new cool ideas. I want to make it the most ultimate of things. I do think I'll be able to get away with some sort of crane thing on the roof, kind of like a lobster hauler, davit type thing. I could lift up, get a ladder that goes up there, and then you lift it up, and then I could swing it over and grab onto that skiff idea that I had. Obviously I'd take the remoter off, I think, first, and then hoist it up onto the roof, strap it down, be able to go to Lake Charleston and do some great inshore fishing. And as long as I don't go out to the open sea with it, well, actually, people go out in the open sea with paddle boards just in the morning. And as soon as any sort of wind picks up, just get off of it, you know, get out there into the inshore stuff. And I know you guys want to see a 30-day survival challenge, but we do have some survival challenge stuff coming up. I'm gonna get out there and get a little primitive again. and the world's tiniest island, make a raft and float to it, and then survive on it. Timu survival challenge, and then I'm gonna start looking more seriously at seeing if I can't find a new place to do a 30-day survival challenge. It's a lot of work to do. I love doing it though, and I do miss that myself as well as much. And I see those comments from you guys all the time. 30-day survival challenge, do it again. When are you gonna do it? I just want to do it in the right place. I wanted to do Siberia, but I don't think Russia would be all that friendly right now. So maybe in the future. Mongolia has always been one of my wants to do something there, and what was the other one? South Africa, and maybe Chile. Return to that Patagonia area and stuff like that. Somewhere Chile, just over from that, like where I was on alone. It was just so beautiful there. I never caught a fish and printed a fish this adventure. Something else I just thought of too is I gotta do something about the bike. Just bringing the bike in and laying it down or even strapping it upright means I have to work around it. It'd be kind of nice if I could put the bike up onto the ceiling. I did notice that when I'm going down the road, the wind really hits hard against here when you go over 60 miles an hour, and I could feel the more resistance trying to go forward. What if I built a thing that snapped onto this rack that was like a scoop that went up and fit there and could clip on and come back off when I'm back at home, that snapped to the rack real quick like, and that allowed me to, you know, drive the wind up and over the trailer and increase my efficiency and mileage. For a trip to Georgia or something like that, might even save me as much as like $300 gas mileage if the wind came over the top a little bit better. Jackery, love the Jackery for this. The 3000 will be perfect for this because I could put solar panels on the roof, maybe even some solar panels on the front sides of this because there's nothing else is doing out there, or even on the sides as well. Something like that. I'll get that figured out, as well as rigging it up so that when the truck is going down the road, mind you, not the rest of the time, it is continually charging and getting some power, alternator power or something like that from the truck, because I don't want to do it accidentally, park, spend the night, Jackery's full in the morning, and then I go to start the truck and she won't start. I'll be pretty darn set up, and lots of adventures to come. Now I gotta pack it up and get home, which is so much easier with this thing, especially once everything has its place. But right now, the hard part's gonna be dragging the kayak up here all by myself after pushing it off the cliff to get it down to the water. Maybe I'll go down and around and grab it.